welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm just pretty much doing my makeup. There'll be some first impressions in this video from my BoxyCharm box and also my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and my regular Ipsy bag. So yeah, if you want to hang out, chit chat, do some makeup, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so I do not have any makeup on my face right now. I did put a little bit of this Touch in Soul Waterful Glow Cream, which looks like this. My nail game is struggle bus right now. So anyway, let's jump right into it. First impression I have is this Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. Should we be Instagram famous? It's much thicker than the Touch in Soul Prime Essence that I have been using. I mean, it feels really nice. It sinks into the skin and it does give it a pretty nice, I don't know if you can see it on camera, it's just like a super subtle glow. So I don't have a new foundation to try. I'm just gonna stick to what I'm loving and what I know, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-Hour Foundation in the shade 425 Linen. I love this foundation. Before, I was using the Fenty Beauty, I think it's called the Pro Filter Foundation. Went through 2 or 3 bottles, was obsessed with it, especially with that milk primer. And then I saw, I saw wear it first, but I saw a lot of YouTubers start trying it, start recommending it, saying it was their favorite. So I was like, hey, I want to try it. And it's like a significant amount cheaper than the Fenty foundation. So yeah, I fell in love with this. I just think it's great. Love the way it wears. Like I said, I work about 9-10 hour days and it lasts pretty much all day if I pair it with the right primer. However, I will say when I've used like dimethicone type primers, the foundation didn't wear as well. It still looked beautiful, but yeah, I think a hydrating or a gripping primer is the way to go with this foundation. I'm gonna take my handy dandy dirty Eco Tool sponge. This is like $4.99 and I love it. I really need to purchase some new makeup. I really want to try the e.l.f. Jelly Primer. Yeah, one of my best friends used it. She said she loves it. We were reading comments and a lot of people said it was super similar to the Milk Makeup Primer. Okay, so you're going to blend till you look like a ghost. And again, I don't have a new concealer to try, so we're just going to use some Tarte Shapetape in the shade Fair, which is pretty light, but I like a light under eye, so y'all. Dang it, I was gonna cream contour. It will. In my first video, when I'm doing like my highlighting and contouring, I really left out a lot of things I wish I would have talked about. So the reason I bring my concealer all the way down to like right here and rather than just going right here, it brings more light to your face, which really helps covering your under eye bags. We do have a new powder to try and it's dirty. Don't worry, I didn't use it. I did touch it though because I couldn't resist. So this is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I don't know if this has different shades. This powder is pretty light. I'm assuming it's like a translucent deal, but I want to say they have a deeper shade, which, you know, 2019 we should have a full range. Don't be leaving none of us out. Taking my Eco Tool sponge, blend my chin and my forehead out first. I don't think I want to use this under my eyes just because I have a feeling it's gonna turn my concealer dark and I do not want that. So I'm gonna put Coty Air Spun underneath my eyes, and we'll set the rest of the face with this powder. Taking my Coty Air Spun, I'm gonna set my under eyes. So again, look up and blend and go in and set. Using a damp sponge, which I didn't say in my last video, is super helpful when you're doing this because it presses in your powder a lot better than a dry sponge. I feel like when I use a dry sponge to set my under eye, a lot of the times it'll grab in spots and it'll make it look super dry. And if you are super dry under eyes, I wouldn't recommend baking. I would just recommend blending out your concealer like this, taking your powder, get the excess off on your hand, and then go under with just that little bit. I mean, you can get more until you feel like it's set, but you do not need to leave the powder there. It's not like a mandatory step. There's no mandatory rules in makeup. It's do what you want and what makes you feel beautiful. But I mean, you know, there are tips and tricks you should learn, again, for your skin type. So do your research. I'm always gonna say that. And keep in mind that what somebody does on YouTube or on Instagram might not work for your skin type or your face shape. There's a lot of different things you have to think about. I am gonna cream contour. So this is a first impression. This is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Breathable, what is this? Lightweight Medium Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 600 Dark. This is new. It looks like I've used it because I got it on clearance before Shopko went out of business. And Kaylani likes to play with my makeup, so it exploded in the cap. So instead of using this little sponge applicator, I'm actually going to put it on a little glass palette. I'm just going to squeeze some out. And this does say it's medium coverage, so I'm expecting it to blend well. So again, my Eco Tool sponge, and we're going to blend some. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but yeah, it blended out nice. It's super light. Feels good. Pretty sure this was like, well, I mean, I got it on clearance, but I'm pretty sure it was like $2. Now we're gonna go in with that Becca Hydra Mist powder. Looks like this. So yeah, this powder feels wet to the touch, and then you put it on and blend it out, and it's so weird. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm gonna take this Moda brush. It doesn't have a name or a number. The fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna put this all over my face. That is weird. It feels like I'm using a wet brush to set my powder. It's crazy. I mean, it's setting the makeup. My foundation is set. It feels good. It feels like hydrated. My skin feels locked in, but it doesn't feel dry, which is nice. It didn't make me like super matte. Like, I still got a little bit of a glow, which is nice, and it may be that primer. Okay, I don't have a new bronzer or a new contour, so I'm just gonna go in with my handy dandy Anastasia contour kit. So this is the Anastasia contour shade in Java. And I'm going in with my Luxie 512 small contouring brush. Round face, focusing my contour towards the backs of my cheeks. This powder is blending nicely over the setting powder, which is a good sign. But I may have gone you think Alexis. So I'm going to take this bigger fluffy brush. This is a Morphe R2 brush. I'm going to take that same Java shade in the Anastasia contour palette, and I'm just going to around my big old forehead. I want to be super bronzed today. I'm going to hit a little bit on my chin. Before I put this palette away, I'm actually going to go in with this shade right here, which is Vanilla. Just like this. It's just like a light peachy shade. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, and I'm going to put underneath my eyes. Just to brighten a little bit. I'm going to dust some on my forehead. So I do have a new blush to try. I got in my Ipsy. So this is a Pixi by Petra blush, and this is in the shade Peach Parfait. Gotta get the shrink wrap off. This has some sheen to it, which makes me happy because I want to be glowy today. I don't know if you can see it with my lights. It's a super pretty peachy, just like a summery blush. On my Aesthetica P12 brush. It's just a big fluffy brush. And I like to use this for blush because it blends pretty nicely. So, whoop. She's pigmented. Working my way to the front, but never dragging my blush down. I'm always blending up. So this blush is definitely glowy, and I think it looks beautiful. I'm going to put some on my nose. Again, on my chin. I have two highlights that I have not tried yet. This is the Artist Couture highlight. So it looks like this. I always see people using these highlights. They're so pretty. The only kind of concern I have, I guess, is it says Purple Dream. Before I even... So on my hand with my LED lights right there, it looks purple. But on camera, it definitely looks gold. So, what should I do? The other highlight I have is this Ciate London Glow 2 highlighter. And it's in the shade Moondust. Which one do we use, guys? Who am I kidding? We're going to use both of them. So taking my Morphe M510 brush, which looks like this. We're going to go on with that Ciate highlight first. I'm going to go right there on the tops of my cheeks. Let's go in with this diamond powder. And let's just place her This is a purple highlight, but it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to set my face with my current favorite setting spray, which is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist with propolis. I need to go back to school. And argan oil. Looks like this. So yeah, I'm gonna jump off camera and do my brows because I don't have any new brow products and I think brows are boring. So yeah. I hate eyebrows. So I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M504 brush. Looks like this. Just a super large brush. I'm gonna mix that yellow shade and this pink shade together, and I'm gonna blend the edges of the shadow I have laid down. Okay, hey guys, sorry about that. My camera died, so I had to let the battery charge for a second. So anyway, to pick up where we left off, I am gonna take my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, which looks like this. and this is in the shade Fair Warm. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my palette. This is a 10F concealer brush. I'm gonna pick the product up and I'm gonna coat my brush, so you know there's gonna be a lot of product on there. Okay, so we're gonna do a half cut crease. I'm gonna lay the concealer close to my lash line first, and I'm gonna put a little extra product on there, just like that. And if you have slightly hooded eyes, a trick you can do is look up, so, and it'll kind of make like line. So yeah, well, I'm gonna go in with this little Morphe M213 brush, which looks like this. And so yeah, you're gonna have something that looks like that. And so I'm actually gonna take these Ace Beauty single eyeshadows that I got in my August BoxyCharm. We're gonna go in with the shade Cotton Candy, which looks like this. It's a nice pinky gold duochrome. Like I said, we're gonna take it on this Farrah brush. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go in with my fingers, because I don't know if you can see it, but these are like muddy eyeshadows, which I didn't realize. Yeah, if you're gonna use these, I would use your finger. So that's super pretty. And then I'm gonna take the Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow in Iced Latte. And I'm just gonna put that in the center and kind of just tap it out. Okay, so once you have your like shimmery pink shade packed down, I'm gonna actually go back into this palette. I'm gonna take this dark brown shade and I'm gonna pack her over where we cut the crease and just kind of blend the edges together. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that eye for now. I may come back and define the crease a little bit, but for right now I'm gonna do my other eye off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other eye off camera. I did add a lot cooler of a brown shade in my outer corner to deepen up the look just a little bit. So I went into this very beat up ColourPop palette and I used this brown shade right here. I want to say this is either Pulling Strings or Sparks Fly. These are always hard to read. And at the very top of the crease, I did use a little bit of this gold shade just to bring a little bit more light to the cut crease. So yeah, next we're gonna put on some mascara, and I do have a new mascara to try. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try this It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. So it looks like this, and the wand looks like just a pretty basic mascara wand. I really wanted to try this for a while, and it was sent to me last month in my Ipsy bag plus, so I've been anxious to try it. So this mascara is really, I mean, just first impression, I think it is beautiful. So I'm gonna hit the lower lash line with a little bit of that first shade we used. So this shade right here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of the yellow. I'm just gonna go underneath. And so the last step for the eyes is just gonna be to highlight my inner tear duct, so my inner corners. For that, I'm going to go back into my Beat Up Color Pot palette, and I'm going to take this first shade. It's like a pinky gold shade. And we're going to put that right there on the inner corner. Now, this is a super pretty palette. I really love this palette. And then with that same shade I just highlighted my inner corners with, I'm going to go right under my brow. I don't really have any new lip products except for this Steve Laurent pencil, so I'm just gonna line my lips really quickly, and I'm gonna go on top of it with my Fenty Gloss Bomb, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. You can leave comments down below for what you would like to see. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.